The House Ethics Committee is looking into domestic abuse allegations against Republican Congressman Max Miller. Earlier today, the Ohio representative said he would file paperwork for an ethics investigation into himself. The 37-year-old says the investigation will clear his name from the, quote, horrific attacks on himself and his family, adding he has absolutely nothing to hide. Miller's ex-wife, Emily Moreno, has accused him of abusing her and their 2-year-old daughter. He denies the allegations. On Capitol Hill today, Moreno's father, Ohio Republican Senator Bernie Moreno, stood by his family.
This is truly the 7th level of hell. This has been a horrific experience for my entire family. My daughter lives in constant fear of this man. Not like something that's existential, but deeply in her heart, she fears what this guy is capable of.
Multiple sources tell CBS News White House officials are hoping Miller, who is running for re-election, exits the race immediately. CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns joins us from Capitol Hill. And Miller did an interview with CNN. He stood by his claims, his projections of innocence, says that his constituents know the real him. But in the interview, he was, I don't want to say caught, but there were some inconsistencies that the anchor kept mentioning and bringing up where he was sort of contradicting himself. He wanted to do this ethics investigation. Did the committee beat him to the punch? What happens now?
Yeah, Lindsay, this is just a fascinating dynamic here. I can't remember a time that a member of Congress asked the Ethics Committee to investigate them. That's what Max Miller did earlier today, because he says in his telling that he has nothing to hide, that he wants the committee to investigate him to be able to show that. Then just hours later, the committee did announce that they were launching an investigation into him. And the thing about Ethics Committee investigations is that they cover everything and anything. The scope is wide, the mandate is big, so there are potential liabilities here that could be discovered. So certainly a risky bet for the congressman. But in this interview, Lindsay, he was defiant as ever. He said that he knows that lots of people are asking for him to step aside and not run for re-election, and he says he's not going to listen to any of them because he believes he can win, and in his telling, he wants to show his daughter that he will not give up. And now, interesting, Lindsay, the president called Max Miller yesterday, and according to Miller, said to him that the race was not looking good. This is a district in Northeast Ohio, outside of Cleveland, that the president won overwhelmingly, but polls now show a very tight race there. And Miller said that he told the president that, remember when these allegations were made about you in 2016 and you were resilient and you overcame them and became the president? That's what Miller says he reminded the president of. Now, CBS News has learned from U.S. officials that they want to hope that Miller will leave the race. But according to that interview that he gave just recently, he is not going to do that, at least not anytime soon.
Are there any deadlines that could impact the race should he decide to, in fact, step down, which right now there are no signs of that happening?
Yeah, that's right, Lindsay. And that's why all of this pressure is building here. There are a couple different deadlines, but basically by August 10th, which is just a few days away, he would have to drop out, and then Republicans could pick a replacement for him on the ballot. But if he doesn't drop out by then, he will remain on the ballot. This will be the nominee. And as we've talked about, Republicans want to hold on to the House majority here, and they have very little margin of error to do that. So losing a seat in a safe Trump Republican district would, safe to say, not be helpful to them. But I do also want to underscore something that Senator Moreno, referenced earlier, which is that at the heart of this is a very young 2-year-old child who is caught in this custody battle. And that is, we really heard that from Senator Moreno today, detailing the ways in which he, wants to defend his daughter, and that in his telling, his daughter didn't want any of this to reach this level. So just to underscore kind of the real, the real people affected by all of this.
Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you.